The former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, has been screened by the All Progressive Congress APC committee screening presidential aspirants. Mr. Okorocha was screened at the Transcorp Hilton venue of the exercise on Tuesday night. He arrived around 9:20 p.m. Earlier on Tuesday, Premium Times reported how the Federal High Court in Abuja granted Mr. Okorocha bail with a directive that he should remain in custody until the bail conditions are met. Justice Iyank Ekwo, while granting Mr. Okorocha bail, imposed a 500 million naira bail bond with one surety in a like sum, who must be within the jurisdiction of this court. Mr. Ekwo directed that the Federal High Court Registry to verify the document of property to be presented as bail bonds. He also ordered Mr. Okorocha, who is being prosecuted by the EFCC for allegedly stealing state funds while he was governor, to deposit his international passport with the court registry. Mr. Okorocha was able to meet the bail conditions and make it to the venue of the screening. Speaking to journalists after the screening, Mr. Okorocha said he came directly from the EFCC's custody to the venue. It was quite successful, and I'm the last to be screened at these late hours because I came straight from the EFCC headquarters, he said. He also agreed with the call for a consensus candidate, noting that the consensus can only be achieved by ensuring that all aspirants are allowed to reach such agreement. Consensus is needed, but consensus is that some of us must agree. That is what is meant by consensus. There must be a platform where all of us can agree and to say, listen, let us look at what other party is doing and who can really match the other party, and most importantly, who can cut across this nation, he added. President Muhammadu Buhari had on Tuesday said the governors should back him to select his successor. Mr. Buhari had, during a meeting with the governor, said he will be offering leadership in the course of the transition. Mr. Buhari did not, however, say who his preferred option is. Meanwhile, the Vice President Yemi Osibanjo was also screened yesterday by the committee. A total of 23 aspirants remain in the race for the APC's presidential ticket. Meanwhile, the fate of the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, regarding the 2023 presidential ticket of the All Progressive Congress APC may have been sealed with his non-appearance before the chief, John Odige Oyegu presidential screening panel. Among those screened yesterday were Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, Senator Godswill Akpabio, Governor Yahaya Bello, Senate President Ahmed Lawan, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Dimeji Bankole, Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, Dr. Ogbonaya Onu, and others. However, despite speculations that Dr. Jonathan may have submitted his nomination and expression of interest forms clandestinely and that he might be screened, the former president was not anywhere close to the venue of the exercise. At the event on Tuesday, presidential aide in the vice president's office, Senator Babafemi Ojodu, said Professor Osibanjo remained the best man for the job. Speaking of Osibanjo, Senator Ojodu said, he has all it takes to be president of Nigeria and we are ready whichever way it goes. In the history of Nigeria and the primaries in this country, there is nobody that has campaigned like the vice president did. We went to 36 states, including the FCT. He did not just only take questions from everyone, he stood up to answer those questions. And after doing so, he took photographs with every individual and each of the delegates present at those events. So you can see that he's determined and is prepared, and he has done his own work and is not taking our party members for granted. And he wants to let them know his vision, his agenda, and what he will do, not just for the country, but even for them as members of the party, if and when he becomes elected. Also speaking, Senator Kabiru Gaya, who chairs the vice president's umbrella support group, the Progressive Project TPP, said Mr. Osibanjo is the only candidate who can defeat the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar. We are impressed by his qualifications and experience. He has been in the system for so many years as a vice president and has acted also as a president. so he's the most experienced aspirant in the race. We believe that he will be a candidate for the APC general elections, and he's the only candidate that can beat Atiku Abubakar. I am sure of, he said. Akpabio, on his part, admitted that the screening was rigorous. I think it is quite rigorous and the checklist is very good. At least they will be able to know the aspirants in totality and also get the idea of how they are doing to run the affairs of the country and take the country from the present level to the next level. The array of politicians I have seen there are people who are grassroots based, he stated. On the issue of consensus, Akpabio said the party is supreme and must be obeyed. He also said Atiku is only popular in the PDP and not in the country. Meanwhile, the presidential aspirant on the platform of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu, has defended his qualification as the right person to succeed the President Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired in 2023. According to the Director of Media and Communication of the Tinubu campaign organization, Bayo Onanuga, in a statement, Tinubu said his exploits as the governor of Lagos State from 1999 to 2007 made him qualified to become the party's flag bearer. Tinubu had appeared before the screening committee of the APC on Monday to defend his presidential ambition in the presence of a committee led by a former national chairman of the APC, Chief John Odige Oyegun, at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel in Abuja. In a statement, Onanuga said, Tinubu confidently told the panel why he is qualified to fly the flag of the APC as its presidential candidate. He cited his success as governor of Lagos State, raising the internal revenue generation of the state from a paltry 600 million naira monthly, which has now grown to 51 billion naira today. Onanuga added that Tinubu demonstrated a vast knowledge of economic management and a perfect understanding of Nigeria's political economy in his awareness. Tinubu was also said to have cited his invitation to Enron to start the first state-backed power generation project in the country and how Nigeria would need to take the power transmission lines as a highway. Questions asked the APC national leader included his upbringing and educational and professional background. Tinubu impressed the panel during the screening process with the way and manner he answered and provided insight into many of the questions asked. The screening committee expressed satisfaction with Tinubu's knowledge of the economic and socio-political issues that are affecting the country, Onanuga stated.